JJJinks!
Truck stop knives!
It is a piece of shit, I think. Maybe you should buy some knives from a different company. One, two, three. JJJinks! Truck stop knives!
Well, we got a box from Budk, and I don't know what's in it. Do you know what's in it, you?
I ain't no gypsy fortune teller.
I spent $100 on this thing.
$100? That's like a 3-week pay.
And to open it, I got this here knife from Tristan Bonnet. What do you think?
First things first. What in the hell am I looking at? Just made for murder. You got your serrating. You got your clean. This is made to butcher a human. Here you go, sir.
I will make the incision.
By the way, I think it's worth mentioning that I'm drinking the Walking Dead whiskey. And it's fucking terrible. I know of a world where you can get some time alone with a young child for that amount of paper.
Tell me.
It's Waterworld.
Oh.
Kevin Costner.
Oh,
Very underrated movie, by the way.
we're in for a treat, you. I think we start with probably the best thing in the package.
All right, what have we got?
A blowgun.
What the fuck? This looks like a sexual toy. That'd be terrible. These are like needles in here.
Yeah,
This
they're
is
like
like some diabetic needle shit.
super long. I was gonna say they look like my heroin needles.
Lawn darts are illegal, but you can buy this shit through the mail? Come on now. Take that for a moment there.
Is this where your dick goes?
For real, it's got a little stand for your... Look, this little lip here is putting your balls right there. So I see it. This little suction. No, that's your sight.
Oh, okay. So you can adjust it. So you can angle it
so you
to your
can...
mouth.
Right. I'm not an expert on mouth angle.
So this was made by Bushmaster.
United... Yeah, Bushmaster. That's right. Which also sounds very sexual. Very sexual. That was my nickname.
It's like something.
My fraternity. The Bushmaster. How do you load it now?
I think it goes into the mouth end. Yeah. Right here. Right here.
Oh shit! That is fucking dangerous. Oh my god! Give me something stronger. Oh my god! All right, we got this on camera. Here we go. Woo!
Is it accurate?
I don't fucking know, man. I didn't hit you, did I?
I'm just trying to hit the same hole.
That's what she said. That's you can't aim that at all.
It's about an inch off.
You can't aim this for shit.
Where did it go?
Put it in the paper. That is dangerous.
That is a good buy. These $10 for both.
That is. I'm like appalled at how dangerous this thing is.
We got the Raven open assisted knife. The Raven.
The Raven.
Raven.
Quote the Raven. Stop doing that, please. Isn't that what was it? Edgar Allan Poe.
Well, it's a rainbowy,
Okay.
and it's got this candy corn patterning to it, and a fake Damascus blade. Oh, that didn't. Oh, there we go.
Damascus. Like that place from the Bible.
Yeah, I believe so.
So like, but the Bible says you can't be gay, and yet we have a gay artifact from the Bible with the Japanese symbol thing upon it.
Everything I know was a lie.
Everything is, maybe Jesus was a Jap. But, oh, it says Raven, okay. I'll say I kind of hate this knife. It's a little too heavy. It has poor balance, especially when it's opened.
Yeah, it feels nice though when you hold it.
The handle is fine, the ergonomics of it, that's a big fancy redneck word for you. Ergonomics. Ergonomical. But I'm not a big fan. It's different though. It's different.
Japanese Jesus. It's like jumping Jehovah.
Jumping Jehovah. I always thought a good name for a dog would be Geppetto, by the way.
Okay. And next, we've got a. Oh, I'm actually really happy about this. It's an AK-47 bullet ice tray.
What does the caliber of the bullet have to do with AK-47s exactly? It's just like the clip, like a banana clip.
I mean, AKs
shape
can take different bullets.
Okay. I played Counter-Strike earlier today. I know what I'm talking about. That looks like more than one ice tray to me.
Oh, it's one. It's like a clamshell.
It could only be one.
So you can drink with bullets in your glass
That's great.
until they start to dry out, and then they look like penises.
That's what happens to most phallic things when they dry out. I was at that museum in Philadelphia. They got some dry penises there. I seen them with my own 2 eyes. Mm-hmm.
Lots of dead babies too.
Yeah, lots of. I mean, those women had abortions, which is illegal. At least it should be.
I think I know what this is, because I have like 3 of them.
This will get funnier the drunker we get.
Timberwolf. This here's a whole set.
Great.
We got fixed blade hen rooster 440. A lockback
Lockback Mountain.
mount. And your
Trapper.
trapper.
Got a whole set. It's ready to get off into the mountains and live. That's great. And you know, wolves are just dogs that haven't, learned how to be nice yet. That's all they are.
Black Legion, my favorite.
That's racist.
I'll let you open that one.
Thank you. All right, Black Legion. Of course, their logo with the spear going through the jaw of a dead man. That's just mean. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay. Lovely box.
I do have one of these.
Well, I don't. It is a lovely shade of blue. It's actually, it's kind of, I like the color blue. It's kind of neat. It's got a nice little color to it there. There's little grooves everywhere. It's a pretty big blade. Doesn't open that well, but at least it's not covered in skulls. They go nuts with that
Yeah, I
stuff.
believe that one's called Primordial.
Chisholm?
Yes.
I believe so too. Primordial oceanic
Blue.
Chisholm.
Jeez.
That's nice. That's kind of cool. I don't have too many complaints about it, except wouldn't be good for killing.
Having a little trouble here. This box is being rambunctious.
We know what we do with rambunctiousness. We open more Black Legion. This here, see this here, this round with a rope, that means it's tactical. This is a tactical cock ring.
Oh, I like it.
Put that right in there.
and then you put the rest in my asshole.
Right, this goes in, and it's adjustable, hence the rope, in case you got a deep anus.
Ah, and then you can retrieve.
Mm-hmm.
Tactical.
Thank you, Black Legion.
This one
Oh my God.
is the Colombian Survival Machete.
Is this what kept Pablo Escobar alive so long?
I was gonna say Columbine Survival Machete.
Oh my God. The Columbine survival machete. If only those kids had survival machetes, they would have lived. That's terrible. Thank you, sir. Well, I will say, it has like better balance than the other knife. Like you can chop with this. You can probably put some string.
It's got a cock ring.
Got a little cock hole ring. Put some string in there. You can probably fish with it. Probably.
It's multi-tool.
Fit, cast out, and just reel it in like this. It's
And if you
tactical.
lose it in your anus, you can pull it out with a string.
Get the string out. Let's see. Yes, Colombian survival. I would be curious to know how Colombians feel about this, doing their survival thing.
Appropriate.
Yeah, I mean, I watched Narcos. Yeah, this is not going to help you when Pablo blows up your house.
Well, next.
Next.
Oops.
What everybody wants to hear on a knife show is whoops. You remember cutlery corner? Of course, I'm sure all your viewers know exactly what cutlery corner is. That guy is a riot, man. Just, my favorite was this episode. We didn't know what was going on. He's just talking to somebody off camera. He's like, "What? They broke what? Who did it? What? Happy birthday." And then he just goes back to talk about a knife. Timber Wolves. Let's see. This is from the Custom Steel series, it says, which is lovely. Oh boy. This is one of those Purple Rain knives. Very extremely so. It's pretty girly. If you were going to dive from this knife, I think you might end up going straight to hell because of what the Bible says about gays. This is a terrible knife. And so if you were to bring this to a knife fight, you'd be like, hold on a second. Come get some. Do you have any of those?
I think I might.
Do you want any of those?
No. The handle is
Tiny.
kind of a replica of the Kershaw Leak, but not the blade.
Kershaw leek, like, is that like an onion, like a leek, or?
It was designed by Ken Onion.
Really? I like this trend of opening the next knife with the knife we just opened. I don't know how we're going to open anything with the blowgun. Right, this here is the Southwest Red Pocket Knife. So Arizona, Nevada, Texas area is that garbage. Here's that garbage. And here is this garbage. It's got 3 B's, a red, 2 blues.
You could buy half a Manhattan.
Which I was just going to say, I think Manhattan was bought for about that. And I can tell you right away that it's greasy. Like, my hand is getting grease on it. It's bad. But it's literally greasy, which, in my experience with the Southwest, that does make sense. So, it's pretty authentic, actually. That might have been made by an Indian man in Arizona. Why is it greasy?
No.
What happened? Like, was the guy eating tacos when he put that in the plastic? I need another sip of Walking Dead whiskey. So this is a what?
That's a Bushmaster.
Bushmaster
Green thing.
green striped business. It looks kind of cool. It looks like a knife that they would have released when the Matrix came out, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm telling you, I don't like how they do the design on the one side, but on the other. It makes it just feel that much cheaper, like they just didn't want to use more paint or something. Just do both sides, y'all. It opens up real nice, though. It's a rough name to carry. He was murdered by his friends, Mr. Julie. Oh, wrong arm. Mr. Julius Caesar. I have him on my arm there.
Those are nice
I
knives.
think, oh yeah, no, this here is a Bushmaster. No, I don't know. This is a piece of shit, I think. Maybe you should buy some knives from a different company, right?
This is called a Havoc Dragon.
Alright, I've seen Game of Thrones. I know how.
Oh, actually, I don't have this one. But
Oh,
I'll
here we go. Well, it's got a cool design. It's like a pseudo.
get it up.
It's not Chinese or it's a, I don't know what you call it, like New Age dragon design. Hippie. This has no bearing into Asian culture or anything else. It's a pretty cool little design though. I like the roses on the edges. It's very kind of tattoo-esque. Opens nice. It's got a nice smooth action. It says Havoc right on there.
Oh my.
Wreak some havoc of my own. Closing the knife, it's a little sticky. It doesn't close it. I guess that could probably be worked out with some of that Southwest grease. So thank you for that. But yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's good. You could kill.
Well, throwing back to an older comparison, this is called a matrix. The assisted open rescue folder.
Rescue folder.
Pink stainless steel. It's not full 40, it's pink.
Pink. Like the musician or the color?
I like the color. It's
Different.
It looks more purple to me than pink.
Different.
And it's got like all these cool little edges. It's like a knife out of Tron.
I'd call it violet more than pink or
Yeah.
purple.
It says it's open assisted. Oh, no, almost. Not quite.
I would agree. That is very Tron-esque.
Yeah. It's the Tron knife.
I never saw the sequel to Tron.
Don't.
Okay. You remember those little plastic car things that you could put G.I. Joes in from
Yeah.
Tron?
Those are the
That was one of the coolest toys ever made.
Tron cycles.
Tron cycle.
And you could like. And there's a glass breaker.
A glass break. Oh, that means it's tactical. 'Cause
Yes.
It has more than.
It said it was rescue.
It's for rescuing people in the Tron universe from their cycles when they go in the river. You gotta break that
Bust
window.
out the glass.
Gotta break that window, and then gotta stab them sea monsters or whatever the fuck. It's another one.
Hungry Hank. This here is Hungry Hank. And it's
Do they tell you what he's hungry for?
14 and a half inches overall.
That's what a woman has never said to me.
I already love this.
Hungry Hank.
And it says it like over and over and over again in the background. Oh, it's sort of like a fantasy trench knife.
If you're in World War I doing trench warfare, and one of them Jerry's pops over the side and you pull out Hungry Hank, he's gonna be a little intimidating.
Yeah, I think that happened. I think this is a replica. It's very cold. I think it's
He's
because
hungry.
It's hungry.
Next time you do truck stop dimes, you should use Hungry Hank.
And there's a symbol on the hilt that I don't know what it is. I guess that's the family crest of Hank.
Let's talk about the tang. They try to make it look like it's full tang, but I don't personally believe that it is. That's fine, because tang is disgusting. You ever drank that shit?
I drink it like my own piss.
I feel bad for them astronauts up in space just drinking tang and pissing in that weird toilet all day. I would say Hungry Hank, though, is fun.
Pleather sheath is actually quite supple.
I knew a girl named Pleather.
All right. one last little one. Looks familiar.
Oh wow! They forgot to paint it blue.
Now, I believe this one was called Primordial Mist. But again, it's like the other side has the molded decoration. They just didn't paint it.
Yeah, no, this is the same damn knife. They just ran out of blue paint and we're like, call it mist. What kind of mist? I don't know. Same knife. Here you go. Oh, that's the Scourge.
The Scourge.
Tactical boy.
Tactical boy. This is exquisite.
This is not a rescue knife. This is a Scourge knife.
This is the opposite of a rescue knife. It smells weird.
The smell.
It smells like a tire. Like a new tire.
You know what this smells like? This is like the smell of, it's an arcade.
That is such a...
You know what I'm talking about though? That's like Jungle Village.
It's like the
go-kart area.
A musty petroleum, like
Gasoline,
like
rubber.
fresh asphalt.
This is probably what like Daytona 500 smells like, all honesty. Probably for the first 400 laps or so.
The best feature of this knife so far. The handle is just a massive block of rubber, but at least it's rubbery, rippy. But the swedge is serrated. You see that?
Oh yeah, no, it is.
I've never seen that before. You can like...
That's the Scourge part. It's got a weird, it's light. Like for how big it is, it's really light. And like the balance is awkward. Like I'm big on balance, personally. I'm like Daniel LaRusso, Mr. Miyagi when it comes to balance. It's very important. You can't win. Oh man, that's weird.
Cock rings.
Yeah.
You can have like 8 guys put their cocks in it. Another one right there.
It's the Scourge knife. It's the gangbang knife is what it is.
It's the cock hole knife.
Is that it for this box?
It is. Wow.
Wow.
Tristan Barnett's knife. Did not know the Pandora's box it was getting into.
That knife is just scary, man.
And the sheath, I think, was like found in a puddle of...
This knife is like straight out of like a horror movie. Like some guy made it himself. Like Tristan Barnett made it himself. I don't know what kind of movies you watch, Mr. Barnett, but you are doing something right. Put it that way. Sir. Talented man. I can't make a knife. I can barely make an omelet.
I also like the way your hair got kind of crazy.
Yeah, I laughed about it. I did this, and then I saw it. I just left it. I liked it. But man, my hairline was really bad on this here phone of yours. But I mean, it's just really bad, and then the phone picks it up. Is what happened. It's making me look old. You know, the other day my lady found a gray hair, and I was like, no, maybe it's just blonde. Shit was gray.
Up here, around the beard.
Up here.
I'm starting to get a little salt and pepper.
Yeah.
This has been JJJinks.